Okay, now let's solve equations with rational exponents. We've got to use the little formulas that are over on your paper there. Let's look at the first problem. So here, the first thing we want to do is move the 3. Let's move that 3 away from there to both sides. So let's do that first. So you have, so this cancels out, right? You have x to the 3/4 minus 2 is equal to 0. And you can move this, because this is nothing. You can move this 2 to the other side. X to the 3/4, there we go, is equal to positive 2. So you've simplified the problem down to that. So now we apply the rule, and notice that the m value is odd. So I want to use the odd formula. I want to write it down as x is equal to k, and then I got to flip the two things there. So I got to take this, and I got to say that x, because that's what it says x is equal to, and then we put the number 2, and we want to flip these two. So 4/3. So that's the rule. Take it and you flip it. So just take whatever you have here, write down x, put this number down there, and just flip these guys. Just flip them. So we've done that part. Now we've got to use this other rule up here. So we've got a to the mn is equal to this here. So let's apply that rule here. So this is really, let's see, I got to put this down, and the bottom number comes out front. So the bottom number comes out front. The 2's on the inside, and the 4 goes inside here. So I got to simplify it one more step. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. And this does not simplify any further. So this particular problem is finished. So let's apply that same thing with the next problem that you have. Okay, well let's do this any number of ways. Let's first move this 25. We can divide the 5 or whatever, but I'm going to move this over here first. I'm going to put plus 25 plus 25. So I have 5x to the 3/2 is equal to 25. Now I'm going to divide out that 5. And what do I have now? Well, I have x to the 3/2 is equal to 5. And the 3 is the m value, and that is odd. So I'm going to write x equals. So I'm going to come down here and write x equals, and then here's my number 5. Write down the 5. And remember, you got to flip. Take these two and flip them. So 2/3. So I've got that. Now I've got to rewrite this using this formula here. So I got to write a square root or a radical symbol. So I put the radical, and I put the 5 on the inside, and the bottom number comes out front. The bottom number comes out front. The other number goes on the inside. And let's go ahead and do the inside. So I've got 3 of this, and the inside is 25. And the third of 25 does not simplify. So that one is finished. And let's go to the last one here that's on your page. Okay, let's move, sorry about that, let's move the 8 to the other side by adding 8, right? So let's do that. So we got x to the 2/3 is equal to 4. So there's nothing else to do, but see, the top number now is even. So with even, put x equals plus or minus. So let's put x equals plus or minus. Let's bring down that 4. and then take these two and flip them. So put the 3 on top and the 2 down below. Okay, and let's go to the next step, which is using this little formula here. So we don't forget the plus or minus, and put your radical and put the 4, and the 2 comes out to the here, and the 3 goes there. Let's see if we can do this. Let's do the inside next. The inside of this one is 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Now you don't need to put a 2 there really, because that just is the square root. It's not a cube root or not, just like a square root. But same thing. What is the square root of 64? Well, it's 8, right? You got a plus or minus 8. And you're finished with, see, this one does simplify out a little bit further. And you're finished with that one.